Hello, Connective. We have the Getting into the Vortex cards again by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And looking for, whoa, one card. What is it? We just got this. I'm going to read it again. Let me read it again. See if we missed anything. Okay, the card is, my most important relationship is with my source. There is no relationship of greater importance to achieve than the relationship between you and your physical body right here and now and the soul, source, God from which you have come. If you tend to that relationship first and foremost, you will then and only then have the stable footing to proceed into other relationships. Your relationship with your own body, with money, with your parents, children, grandchildren, and your world will all fall easily into alignment once you tend to this fundamental relationship first. Okay, so the first time that I read this card, the source part and the God part, I mostly talked about, I talked about my guardians, which, I believe are sent here by God. I do talk to God directly. I have talked to God directly. When another personal story, it's not, I'm not going to go into detail, but when I thought I was on the twin flame journey, I had a conversation with God. It was 2 days of, maybe more than that, maybe more than 2 days of, how can I get out of this contract? And, had a conversation with God about it. And two things actually. The thing I was going to say first, but I'm going to push that to the back because I just had another thought. So I have a friend, and she was the one who sort of got me talking to God, because when she would tell me I should talk to God, I would say, I don't want to be one of those people that like just talks to God when they need something or just is always asking for something. I was like, I don't, I'm just uncomfortable with that. That doesn't make me feel right. And she said, well, when every time you talk to God, tell God first, the things that you appreciate. And then, talk to him about whatever you want. If you want to ask for something, ask for something. And I thought about it. I didn't know how that was going to work out. But I did try that. And she's actually the one who encouraged me to start talking to God. I talked more, in times of need, obviously. That was before I knew I had angels. But, sometimes I do feel like God was a little busy and I kind of feel a little better talking to my angels. But, the second thing is, the first time I read this card, I did think about, the card worded it as, between you and your physical body right here and now, and the soul / source / God. So source and God to me are the same thing. For the most part, loose terms. But the soul part, when I read that, I also thought about your inner self, that part of you that is eternal, that broke off from God and came down, to be in this body here. So that is a very important connection too. A lot of people get it by, meditating to connect to their, basically it's their higher self, we call it. And this picture, I don't really feel like my higher self is here, but I, feel like that's like really close to your power center. And yeah, if you connect to your higher self, if you do it more often, your higher self will kind of come in and kind of drive the vehicle more often. And you'll be more intuitive about where you need to go. So anyway, that's, again, your relationship with Source. Until we meet again.